When giving presentations, first impressions count. So take your time coming on. Make sure your feet are firmly on the floor. Greet them. Tell them who you are, and then tell them what you've come to talk about. Always remember to pause, breathe, look for the reaction of the listener before moving on to the next point. Also remember that an audience is always 3 steps behind you, the speaker.
A series of irregular depressions form on the sides of...
The most common mistake presenters make is they try to cram in too much information, and in so doing they talk too fast. Try to simplify and focus on 3 key messages. Limit your key messages to 3. A presentation is not a spoken essay. It should be an overview or a selection of material that you want to present at that moment. Some people suggest practicing in front of a mirror. I personally don't recommend that, for 2 reasons. First of all, your eyes can get locked into one another. And secondly, you might get distracted by something on your face. Is this a blemish I see before me? No. If you can't find real people to practice with, try inanimate objects. A television set, a lamp, or even a hat stand. Good morning, everyone. My name is Greg and I've come here to talk about communication. Remember, make yourself comfortable. Make sure your feet are planted on the ground. Don't lean on tables or stools or chairs. Don't flap your papers around. Don't stand rigidly as if you're a soldier on parade. And most importantly, make eye contact. The audience is not the enemy. Try not to look down on your notes while you're speaking. Only look down when you finish speaking. Use a highlighter to pick out certain words to help you. Slow down. Take time to breathe. This will help you get through to the end of your sentences. Before you walk on, take 3 deep breaths. It will help you to calm down. And while you're giving your presentation, remember to pause and breathe. This gives the audience time to reflect on what you've just said. But most importantly, it gives you time to think about what you're going to say next. Rehearse and prepare your slides in advance. Make sure the technicals are working. The PowerPoint matches up with the projector. Don't overcrowd your slides and don't use too many slides. Just use them appropriately to illuminate what you want to get across. Print out a sequence of slides on a sheet of paper so that you know what slide is coming up next. And also be prepared, should there be a power cut, could you present your presentation without PowerPoint? Always introduce your slides before bringing them up on the screen. For example, the next slide will show us what the figures might look like at the end of the 3rd quarter. Click. An audience immediately looks at the slide as soon as it comes up. So look at the slide with the audience. Take them to where you want to on the slide. And when you feel that they've seen enough of the slide, then turn round and develop the slide with them. Expect the unexpected. If you don't know the answer, say so. Make it clear that you're inviting questions about the work you have done. Expect distractions. People coming in late, people leaving early, somebody being taken ill, a bigger audience than you expected or a smaller audience than expected. There's a power cut, the light's still working but the PowerPoint doesn't work. Could you do the presentation without the slides? Suddenly you find you're running over time. Then focus on one point. You will be nervous. Everybody's nervous. The most professional actors, singers, presenters are nervous. But if you remember to breathe, it will help you to manage those nerves. So, prepare your material, rehearse aloud, breathe, pause, take your time, look for the reaction of the listener before moving on from point to point. If you can remember to do all those things, you will turn an ordinary presentation into a really good presentation.